Jay-Z talks about the president on CNN. CNN is kind of a biased network, but all the networks are kind of biased. But he makes some good points about the president in the state the country is in now. And he gets the response from the political leader as he might have expected. Let's just talk about it here. This is Jordan Tower JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. And now it's St. Thomas, straight out of Baltimore City. He has his first single and music video called Rapture Time. Go below, go to his Instagram, his YouTube. It's all below, guys. Go check it out.
24 hours, I'ma be here. Standing, my feet hurt. Right here. Put the curb in the sleeper. Hugging on the corner, no love street needed. Jack boy Murthaw, he can take it easy. Hot in the freezer, hoes I don't need on.
And if you want to run ads in the channel, it's jordantowermedia@gmail.com. We're talking about Jay-Z today. He went on CNN. It's a big weekend for Jay-Z. He's getting honored at the Grammys. And you know, they had this thing, CNN. This is what I hate about our news nowadays, you know. We can't just get neutral news, you know, and this is besides who's in power or who's not. It seems like Fox News is Republican, CNN is Democrat, and they're all pushing agendas, and it's unfortunate. Or at that time, it's been here for a while, but it's like really evident now, you know, like that the networks choose a side when they're not supposed to. They're supposed to be in between. So Jay-Z gets on there and he makes a lot of good points. You know, Trump makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable, you know, and he's like a superbug. He calls him a superbug. He says, you know, instead of, he mentioned Donald Sterling. He said when they took away his team for the comments, he said they should have had dialogue about it and let him keep his team. But, you know, because he said all the other races go into hiding now instead of like, you know, coming out, and then eventually you just get this superbug, and he calls the superbug Trump. Now, I agree with him there. Now, Trump says a lot of hurtful things, which is like disappointing, man. You know, he talks about someone needs to like before he opens his mouth and tweets and all that, he needs to reword his stuff, because I don't know if he means to say it the way he does. Maybe he does at this point. You just got to kind of take it for what it is, you know. And while he's doing well for the economy's doing well, right? Which is important, but it's just as important as for the president to make the people feel comfortable. And we live in a melting pot of society, you know, black, white, Chinese, we're all here, you know, we're all here. That's what makes America America at this point. America is a melting pot of all cultures, and that's what makes America great. You can get all cultures here and experience all cultures, and people share culture. You know, you got your racists in every race, but in a neutral society should be just culture, people just enjoying culture. The one thing I didn't agree that Jay-Z said is he talked about money doesn't bring happiness, and this is easy for someone who is worth $1 billion to say, okay? It's always the billionaire, okay? It's always the guy. Jay-Z has also pushed an agenda with the Nets and everything where, you know, he pushed a lot of people out of their homes in downtown Brooklyn and everything. There's a lot of things about Jay-Z. He tried to get Hillary elected as someone who wanted to imprison people, you know? Like, they pushed for minorities to be in prison at one point, the Clintons, you know? So it's like, he's just as involved in politics as anybody else. Now, I agree with what he's saying. Trump makes people feel uncomfortable. That's not right, and that's not presidential, you know, at all. I am glad that the economy's doing better, because that's less stress among families. When people have jobs, there's less stress in families all around, and I like that, but I don't like that so many people get offended by someone who's supposed to be leading. You know, he really needed to dial that back, being president. You know, I'm in between on everything. I'm very against people feeling uncomfortable in this country just because you're Mexican or because you're black, or, you know, and he's not tackling the real issue here, which is police brutality, okay? That's a huge issue in this country that no president has taken on. No president. You know, you got minorities out here being targeted by just police in general. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious, and that's not right, and that needs to be fixed. That has to be fixed. Somebody has to take that on. Jay-Z has taken some of that on. I wish he would more, though, you know. But anyways, he's not a politician. But anyways, I wish somebody would get in office and really tackle that problem. It's hard because you're going up against a union of police officers, but it's important. Anyways, guys, I'm just giving dialogue here. Jay-Z was mostly right on a lot of stuff. I agree with some of the things. I just don't agree with, like, I can't relate to somebody that's worth $1 billion talking about stuff like that. Yeah, he grew up in poverty, but that was, it was like 30 years ago at this point, you know? It's like, you're far removed from that, you know? So, anyways, guys, what do you guys think? Get in the comments. Be neutral on this. Just have the discussion. I'm not looking to take sides. I'm not either way. I'm always for who's best. And we didn't have a good choice this year, but there's another election coming up soon. Anyways, guys, hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to run ads in the channel, it's jordantowermedia@gmail.com. I appreciate you guys, and I'll check you guys in the next one. And out St. Thomas, straight out of Baltimore City. He has his first single and music video called Rapture Time. Go below, go to his Instagram, his YouTube. It's all below, guys. Go check it out.